He's not the nice guy y'all are trying to paint him out to be. He's not the king, help the community person that he's trying to portray himself as. People keep asking me, did he really have cancer? So from what I know, he had his stomach removed for preventative reasons. So you make your own judgment on that. I'm not going to talk about it.
Here we go with the bullshit, huh? Shaking my head.
If you were so afraid of Briana, why didn't you just leave the room? Why did you have to put a toad on her head? What was so important on that computer that she couldn't see it? I understand it's your property and you have a right to not let her look at it, but why would you cause that type of commotion in your household? Like, was it that serious? Was it that serious? Y'all want to say that Briana's story is flip-flopping? Her story has remained the same, exactly the same. And yes, she has had times where she's thought about getting back with him. If you've never been in an abusive situation, please have several seats. You have no idea how mentally challenging it is to leave an abusive relationship. So please leave that alone. Y'all want to come on here and give your opinion about the situation. Y'all don't know him. Y'all never been around him. Y'all don't know how he is behind closed doors.
He's supposed to be selling health products. Why is she all in these people business? That be people problem. Okay, you give them an inch, they want to take a yard. Ma'am.
I did hear you talking about Kevin to Briana. Why are you talking about your brother to Briana? Why are you talking about your brother? If you love him so much, why are you trying to make him look bad? When I told him how great Kevin did in helping my sales, he questioned me. He was like, oh, I doubt it. I had to send him screenshots to prove to him that his brother actually is good at promoting my products. Eventually, I decided that I was going to tell Kevin. He asked me for Briana's phone number, saying that he wanted to call and check on his brother's mental health. There obviously was a concern about Robert's mental health, or else Kevin wouldn't have reached out to Briana to check on it. There's people who still think this situation was a skit. It's definitely not a skit. This is real life. Like, he has been controlling this girl for 6 years. When Robert decided that he no longer wanted to work with me because he wasn't fulfilling our contract, he also made Briana stop talking to me. He wouldn't allow her to talk to me. He wouldn't allow her to promote for me anymore. That really hurt my business. Not only did Robert make me lose money, but he also lied on me and slandered my name.
This is what you call basic bullshit.
That his brother had actually just threatened to come all the way to another state to pull up on him and basically beat him up. It was at that point when I let him know what Robert had said about him. So instead of him being a man and letting his brother know, who he loves so dearly, instead of letting him know that, yes, in fact, I did go behind your back and talk about you to this lady that I barely know. Yes, I did go behind your back and talk to your friend about your personal business. Yes. Instead of him doing that, he decided to tell Kevin that I overheard him and Briana talking about Kevin. So basically you're saying me and Briana are on a phone call and you and her are also simultaneously having a conversation about Kevin. Make that make sense.
The fact that she sounds like she's whining, like, what? And then the video got so many edits in it, it doesn't make any sense. It's like cut. All you see is her eyes going. Like, girl, bye. Girl, bye.
Is that Robert exhibits multiple narcissistic traits. He only cares about himself. If it don't benefit him, he ain't doing it. Y'all see how he always talking about, oh, we need to support each other. oh, like and share my video. Y'all ain't sharing my video. But when do we ever comment on our content? When do we ever comment on our videos?
He commented
when
on
do we
mine.
ever share
He
our
shared mine.
posts? Never.
So now Briana gonna recruit all her family members to make videos. Cause these people gotta be related. Between her and this girl the other day, ain't no damn way. I know I said for y'all to have people make videos instead of striking pages, but you're gonna have to find some better people to make videos because this shit is unbelievable.
Things I've been hearing about this situation with Robert and Briana, and I just want to share some of the experiences that I've had personally with them and maybe help you guys connect some of the dots. So first I'm going to start off with how I know Kevin.
She's a liar.
Coach, and I also have an all-natural vegan intimacy and reproductive care product line that Kevin actually helped me launch last year in 2021. So he has done a lot of promotion for me for the brand.
And this is the things that he
working with him. I've been following him for about 4 years now. So last year I reached out to him to see if him and his queens could host my couples retreat that I had last year in Vegas. We had an amazing time. We got to know each other on a personal level, and our business relationship just grew from there. He actually was the first influencer to promote the brand for me. Kevin has done an amazing job of helping me get my products into the hands of people who really need it the most, and I appreciate him for that. I don't know if you guys remember, but Briana was having a lot of headaches, and one of my products, Tap Out, is actually good for pain and pleasure. So I reached out to her to send her a bottle to see if I could maybe help her. I saw a comment Kevin made under one of Briana's posts, and I asked him, did he know her personally? And that's when I found out that Briana was his sister-in-law, married to his brother Robert. I never knew he had a brother. So in the meantime, while Briana was waiting on her bottle of Tap Out to arrive, Kevin had mentioned to Robert about a service that I have called biofeedback. So he had spoken to him about how much it had helped him out, and he suggested for his brother and Briana to try it out. I went to Atlanta. I did a biofeedback session for Robert, and to see just to see if there's anything going on with his digestive system. He had concerns about the cancer, some of the cancer that ran in his family. And so I ran a scan on him, and it did come back and say he had an ulcer. So my first impression of Robert and Briana, she was very quiet and she didn't interact with me much. Robert was really cool and talkative and seemed like he was very interested in what I have going on with my businesses. So it was at that point that we came to an agreement that he was going to take over as the marketing manager of my company, Love Below. I believe about a week or two later is when he got his cancer diagnosis. So I did give him an option to back out of the agreement, take care of his health, but he declined. He said he was fine, he could do it. So we signed our contract. Everything was fine until he called me to let me know Briana no longer wanted to be a part of our agreement. So basically he was telling me that she's jealous, and she's jealous of every woman that he does business with. So he wanted me to call her to try to explain to her that there's nothing she needs to worry about in regards to me and him. So I'm thinking like, well, why would she be jealous? Like, did something happen in the past? So at the time I was a bit confused, but I followed through. I called her and I tried to talk to her because I felt like we really needed her to be involved. So me and her talked and cleared things up, and we went on from there. Me and my husband were on a Zoom call with them. We actually came up with a marketing plan for them just to make it easier. But Robert didn't seem like he was that interested in talking with my husband. It was more like he wanted to talk to me. For some reason, like he always wanted to speak with me. Briana, she actually went above and beyond our marketing agreement. She smashed it. She did everything she agreed to do and some. Me and Briana actually started building a friendship, and we started becoming very close, sharing a lot of personal things with each other, in regards to, you know, our children and family and things like that, goals and even relationship stuff. Robert breached our contract in the first week. And I reached out to him multiple times to ask him why he's not promoting, how could I help him, you know, get on track. And he seems to have an attitude with me for asking.
Oh man. Oh my God.
For asking him about our agreement. So eventually I let him know that we were going to have to change the terms of the contract if he wasn't going to perform. At that point is when things went left.
This video got me baffled and bewildered. Baffled and bewildered.
So he graciously allowed me out of the contract that he breached. So basically, Robert did not hold up our agreement. He made all types of excuses as to
I'm confused. What is it that you're trying to say? Your business flopped? You mad your business flopped? Okay, you wasn't the reason you had business going anyway. It was because of other people. So once the other people stopped taking in part, that's why the business no longer. But if I don't want to deal with somebody, all business is not good business. And obviously, shorty, you was not good business.
as to why he couldn't do it. Oh, I'm fighting Cancer Queen. But meanwhile, I see he's posting all types of other content, pranks. Like, but you have time to do all that. You got time to go to the spa. You got time to go to the gym. But
So you was stalking him, sis. A damn stalker.
Business that I'm paying you to promote. So I keep hearing
this ain't the people she taking to court as defense. I hope this is not her defense. Y'all think this is her defense? I hope not.
But I keep hearing them talking about brotherly love, this and that and the third. But one thing I'm confused about is why Kevin and Robert never posted anything together before he got diagnosed with cancer. Y'all didn't have brotherly love before that? Like, is it, the cancer is what brought y'all together? That's weird to me. There's
how normally they be like, oh, shit has hit the fan. No, put the shit back in the fan. Because this shit is not hitting at all.
There's literally no post of Robert and Kevin together until he got diagnosed with cancer. So, Robert, why didn't you defend your brother against these gay allegations? Why have you never made a single post saying, my brother is not gay? Why? He was showing narcissistic traits from pretty much day one. But I wasn't trying to have a relationship with him, so I didn't really look too far into it. So one thing that really bothered me about Robert was...
Who's she gonna go get next now as defense? Who's she gonna go get as defense now? The lady from the counter at Walmart? She gonna go to the supermarket and say, all right, can you let them know how you seen Robert treat me in the supermarket? And then the lady from the supermarket is gonna come and be on some, yes, Robert was very narcissistic. I remember the day him and Briana came to buy some bread. Oh my God, he was yelling and screaming and threatening her wig.
During our one of our early conversations, he was basically saying negative things about Kevin. Knowing how close me and Kevin were, I really didn't understand why he was telling me these things. Like, he was saying stuff like how Kevin is jealous of him.
All in favor that feel this is some bullshit, say I.
Him, how Kevin felt like he wasn't, their dad wasn't his real dad. Like how Kevin wishes he could play basketball. He wish he could sing like Robert. So I'm like, why is this man telling me all this stuff about his brother, who he knows is my friend, and put me in a situation where do I tell Kevin he said this about him, or do I just keep it to myself? So I'm not a troublemaker. So basically, I had to hold on to this information for months because I didn't want to seem like I was creating, any conflict between them. He also said a lot of negative things to me about Briana, which I find very inappropriate for a husband to do. Like tell another woman that your wife is jealous, that you're better than her at certain things, how annoying she is, how much she stresses you out. That's not something, in my opinion, that you would tell a woman. And so that...
Girl, stop playing with these people intelligence, please.
And so that made me understand why she was acting the way she did when we first met. I've heard people saying that Robert is a calm person and chill. He's not a violent, aggressive person. I've been on the phone with Briana and heard him cursing and screaming to the top of his lungs.
And on this episode of Latte Can't Believe This Shit. What?
Top of his lungs, just like that video they posted about them in the car when he threatened to put her out. That's factual. That was not a skit. So he is not the calm and peaceful person that they're trying to make.
Hey y'all. Well, of course, it's your girl Tay. And I checked in to let y'all know life has definitely been lifing. Okay? In the process of moving, unfortunate for me, one of my boys don't do good with the heat. So if anyone's familiar with like febrile seizures or anything like that, y'all would know what it is that I'm talking about. Basically, when the brain overheats, it shuts the body down. And as y'all can see, the heat been heating. So I've been dealing with that, trying to pack, trying to unpack, and relocate at the same time as having a sick child, which moving alone is annoying, okay? To pack stuff up, to take it right back out of boxes and unpack, but I can't even focus because all I could think about is keeping my baby temperature down, his body temperature, because he doesn't have a fever, but it's the factors of the overheating. I've been trying to keep him, how can I say, hydrated, make sure that he takes in a lot of water, but have kids, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Well, whoever said that, I'm going to have to check in with them because we love them. But boy, oh boy, our kids, woo, they keep us going. But I just wanted to make sure that my viewers was good. Enough about Tay. I came in to check in with y'all to see what was the what with the what. I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too. I'm gonna make sure I try to drop a daily vlog or whatever to let y'all know what's going on with me so y'all can keep up with me, because we all family, right? That's how this thing go. And hopefully I ain't been on for a couple of days, but I hope they still screaming free Robert for me. Let my people go. It's hot. Not little hot, big hot. I got the goods, y'all. You see the bag, right? Walgreens, okay? Pickup, yes. Yes, a Walgreens pickup is nothing but medicine, water, and a soda, all right? The water is for the meds, the soda is for me. Woo! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get across the street without getting hit. I ain't good at that. Not getting hit part. Well, the crossing the street and the not getting hit part. Because I done been both. I done been hit and I done had a hard time crossing the street at the same time. But I'm going to give my baby this medicine so that way he can be a happy camper again. Because him feeling down is making me feel down. I'm going to be honest. I'm taking on all of his emotions. So until he's right, I won't be right either. And that's just what it is. So in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to do what I have to do on my mothering part to make sure things are fixed. I'll be back, y'all. Hey y'all, it's your girl Tay with the T, and I just came through to drop these little clips real quick of this bull and shit. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, keep your girl alive. You know I'm always on this 100K subscriber chase. Help me win this race. All my socials will be on the screen. You can get in contact with me. My Cash App is always at the bottom. If you choose to support the channel and keep this thing going, this seasoning ting, this cooking ting. Nah, love is love. This your girl Tay, and I'm out.
This T with Tay. Hit the like button, please don't play.